Hi guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be starting a series of videos about being an army brat. So, the definition, I believe, of an army brat is someone whose parent is in the army. And then there's the military brat, which is just a general description of anybody who has a parent in the army. And so I, as an army brat, receive benefits like when I go to college. As long as I go to college in the state of Wisconsin, I will get my tuition paid for. I can go into the stores that are on base. I have an ID that lets me onto base without my parent. And then my ID is also my ID. It's got a picture of me, it's got my date of birth, and blah blah blah. And you know what, most people, when they think army, they think, oh, you move from base to base, and it's not how it is all the time. Like, because with my family, we move from center to center to center, like reserve center to reserve center to reserve center. Sorry, my brother is playing a video game in their room, which is just across the hall from mine. And so, with reserve centers, sorry for the noise, this chair is really loud. I'm just trying it out for something different. I might just sit on the floor next time. But with reserve centers, housing is not provided. So we receive a housing allowance, which is like a set amount of money that they give us to live in the area that the center is, which is nice but hard at the same time, because then you have to live within this certain budget, and it makes it so that you can't always get the house you want, because you can't afford it, because you know, it's where we are currently living. Our housing allowance is, I'm not exactly sure, but it's not enough for most houses in this area, because we're in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. So you know, the housing is more expensive than what we're used to in Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, we could pay for no, we only used a very small fraction of our housing allowance on actual rent, and then we had an extra like $500 to be spent on, you know, like on things like groceries or trips to grandma's or whatever. But here we use most of our housing allowance every month. So sorry, I'm trying to collect my thoughts. I didn't really write all of it down, what I was going to talk about, which I probably should have. So being an army brat, my dad is gone a lot. Like, my dad goes to training, or he has this weekend, actually right now, he has, my dad is currently over at the center, and he is doing his drill, and where we are currently at his center, they actually have 2 units in the same building, and they both have drill this weekend, and there isn't a lot of parking space. Like, the parking lot is cramped with just one place for, you know, with just one unit doing drill, but with both the units doing drill, it's really difficult. I don't know exactly what the definition of drill is. I just know, you know, like, my personal definition is it's when the people, this is how the people who don't work all the time, this is how they get paid. They come in for an entire weekend a month, and they'll do a whole bunch of different exercises and things, practices and stuff like that. I don't really know how to describe it, because, you know, I've never really I've never participated in drill, so I don't know how to describe it exactly. I probably have to Google the definition. So this, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is going to be a series where I just explain different bits of this. and of being an Army brat. So, you know, maybe I'll look up the definition of drill for my next video, write it down, and read it off to you guys in the next video. But yeah, so my dad is going to be busy all day, every day, because today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday, so he'll be busy for Saturday and Sunday, which means we won't see him at all this weekend. He left at like 5 o'clock this morning, and I have no clue when he'll be back. You know, it really just depends. My mom is currently over at the center with him because the lady who was here before him was, we're not even gonna get started on her. But, so my mom has been going and helping my dad with a bunch of paperwork type things and things on the computer that she can do that would just be time consuming for my dad, that are a normal everyday thing that he should be doing, but because the lady who had his job before him didn't really do her job, so, you know, there's a lot of things that he has to make up for. So he has like 5 years of stuff that he has to make up for. So, you know, that my mom's been doing his everyday job while he's doing stuff that the other lady didn't do. So, that's where my mom is. I actually think she just got back. What time is it? I don't know, because I'm using my phone to film this. So, you know, we moved this year in October because the Army said, you know, you're moving and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Here's when you're moving. Which was hard for me because when you come into the school, the beginning of the school year, you know, like the first, you know, on the normal start day, you know, you can make friends easier. But when you come in like I did, it's much, much harder. Like, even coming in on, like, you know, in, like, midterms is so much easier than, like, at the end of the quarter or the end of the semester. So much easier than just coming in the middle of the semester. It was just really hard for me to adjust, and I still really don't have any friends. Not any real friends I would want to invite over to meet my family. No friends like that. Not at all. And partly because I am different, I am weird, I am not normal to their standards because I have a different accent than people in Pittsburgh do. So, you know, it's different for all of us. And one of the girls that used to sit at my lunch table, she would just call me Wisconsin because my first day at school, I wore my Wisconsin t-shirt, which maybe I'll wear that in my next Army Brat video. It's a purple t-shirt that says Wisconsin, and then I have a Wisconsin Badgers sweatshirt, which is really warm. It's one of my favorite sweatshirts, even though I got paint on it, because I'm really rough on things. But yeah, like, my grandma was asking my mom, how do you, you know, get rid of stuff? My mom goes, well, you have to just keep getting rid of and keep getting rid of and keep getting rid of things all the time. Because my grandparents just moved into a new house, but they don't know, they have just so much stuff. They have so much stuff. And yeah. Like, they just have too much stuff sometimes. And so she wanted to know how we didn't go overweight, because we were given a set amount of weight that we are allowed to move. Which, we were actually almost underweight this time because of how much we had gotten rid of. And they will move anything for you as long as it is within your set amount of weight. I don't remember exactly how much we had. It was just, I'm not sure. I'll have to ask my mom that. I'll have to start writing this stuff down, or I have to ask my mom. But like, they would have moved our pop-up camper for us, but then you know, our pop-up camper is like 1,000 pounds empty, I think my mom said. It's super heavy when it's empty, let alone when it's full. So we just hooked that up to my mom's van, and we drove that. My dad took his car, and he drove that with a bunch of things in the back. And so, yeah, moving is really interesting. So the next time we move, I'll probably end up doing a moving vlog. But that will be hard because in the state of Pennsylvania, you cannot film anybody without their specific consent. You can't secretly film anybody. Now, we found this out when I had an issue with a couple of girls on my bus. I actually really like this lighting because I have a window right up there across my room, and it's super nice. I love this lighting. Sorry, squirrel. But she'd taken a picture of me, like she'd taken her phone, and she'd, cause she lives like just up the hill a little bit on the next street over, and there's like just a couple of branches, but you can see their windows from our driveway, and so she had pictures of me like walking up my driveway, and she'd like zoomed in like really close, and she's like, that is really creepy. So we went to the school, we went to the police, and the school handled it better than the police did, actually. Like the police officer that we talked to, he just said, oh, it's just kids being kids, and that really peeved my mom and I. Because, you know, it's not just kids being kids, it's creepy. Because she threatened to kill my dog. I mean, come on, who does that? Who does that? And so, he said, well, it's not technically stalking unless you have video footage of them, unless they have video footage of you, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, so how did you know that she, has a picture of you? Well, and then I said, well, when she threatened to kill my dog on the bus, I said, well, you don't know where I live. She goes, yeah, well, isn't this you? And she pulls out her phone with a picture of me. That picture I was talking about. And it's just like, oh my god, that's creepy. And I told my mom about it. And she's like, oh my god, that's super stalkerish. So the police officer was like, as long as they have pictures of you, like, undressed and stuff, it's not stalking. I'm like, so as long as they're not sticking their camera or their phone into my house, or like, you know, taking pictures through my windows, it's not stalking, which is ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. And so, yeah, it's ridiculous. But, so, anyways, so I will try, the next time we move, I have no idea the next time we will move. It might not be until next October, or it could be in a couple of years. You know, they have to guarantee us like 1 year in a place, I think. And so, you know, we'll just have to wait and see, because as of right now, we don't have any indication that we will be moving anytime soon, unless something were to happen to my parents' relationship, which I don't foresee happening anytime soon, thankfully. I think that's all for this video, because it's getting kind of long by the looks of it. And so, I will see you next time. Bye, guys!